Investcorp has funded more than $280 million in investments in the last 6 months alone, as it aims for double-digit returns in key growth sectors such as real estate, infrastructure and corporate investments. Investcorp, which has, of course, a listed arm on the ADX under Investcorp Capital, is also targeting 8% in dividends. Shares slipping around 1% overnight, the stock down nearly 10% over the past year as well. Let's unpack where we stand with Mohammed Alardhi. He's the executive chairman of Investcorp, joining me around the desk here in Abu Dhabi. Mohammed, always great to see you. I think the last time I saw you was actually Abu Dhabi Finance Week, so It's good to have you back on the program.
Thank you, Dan. Very good to be with you.
So let's unpack where we stand right now and how are you assessing the GCC economic and investment outlook into 2025? Obviously, no shortage of headwinds out there at the moment. So how is next year shaping up from your view?
I believe shaping up very well. I mean, I think there's strong growth, stronger than the global average, and it is really done or powered by these strong reforms, strong sovereign funds, and the way governments are proactively doing initiatives in everything, whether it is in AI, in technology, in healthcare and education, and in producing financial hubs like Abu Dhabi, for instance.
So one word to describe the outlook for next year in the GCC, what would it be?
I think very positive.
Very positive. Okay, so let's go through what we have been seeing from Investcorp over the last couple of months as well. Investcorp Capital, of course, listed here at the ADX, deploying over $280 million in the last 6 months. What are some of the key strategic areas of focus for you?
I mean, ICAP itself is a very strategic, as you know, Dan. I mean, this is the only listed vehicle in the Middle East that really brings global assets to the private market and to the retail market in the Gulf and in the Middle East in general. It's private equity where, is positive on infrastructure, real estate investing, credit, that are something we are strong on.
And when it comes to some of the actual investments here, what motivated Investcorp Capital to invest $160 million in student housing in the United States? This is a big bet on North America. Just walk me through it.
I mean, I think the whole real estate business that we have there are very strong. Whether it is in student housing or family accommodation or anything to do with logistics, warehousing and data centers. Student housing is one of those. I think fundamentals are strong. There's still a big gap needed, and it really satisfies our investors and their returns.
One of the other things you're looking at least on the Investcorp Capital side, is targeting double-digit returns over the long term with investments in core growth sectors. So how do you get there? How do you deliver double digits? And do you think the macroeconomic environment globally will be supportive of that type of returns in the year to come?
Well, I mean, then I think the last 5 years has been really very challenging for everyone.
Sure.
You know, we started with COVID, then we had inflation, then high interest rate, then investors were, standing, waiting for what's going to happen. I think now, moving forward, it seems everything is looking much better. Inflation is going down, interest rate is on their way down. I think there is positive vibe about even the changes in geopolitics in the world. Even some of the hotspots that's whether in Europe or the Middle East, it seems to be on their way for some kind of resolution.